Today's intimacy tip is going to be to celebrate your wins. Now, hear me out on this because it is so important, especially as we near the end of the year and things are crazy busy. I don't think we take enough time to acknowledge how far we've come. And most people just skip right over celebrating their wins. So here's what I want you to do this week. And I don't want you to get all precious about it. I don't want you to feel like you have to set a time and make it really perfect because you won't do it. So here's what I want you to do when your spouse gets home and things start winding down at your house. You've got the kids to bed and you're just enjoying a quiet moment. If you're anything like me, it's really cold and snowy here. So if you can sit on the couch with a cup of hot cocoa in front of the fire with the Christmas lights on, I just want you to bring up the fact that you are so grateful for all that the two of you have accomplished this year, both individually and together as a couple and as a family. So I just want you to think about your wins and I want you to celebrate them together. Now, you can do this at a later date in a more formal way, but if you try to make it all formal, you won't do it. So just sit down and I want you to think about, did you welcome a new member of your family, whether it was a baby, a grandbaby, or a daughter or son-in-law? Did you take that vacation you've been meaning to take ever since the world closed down for COVID? Did you reach some financial goal? Did your kids get to celebrate making that team or winning that championship, write that book, or whatever it is? Like, I want you to think about the year 2022 or whatever it is when you're watching this. And I want you to just celebrate how far you've come this year, because that's going to give you a giant boost of oxytocin and dopamine and all of those great chemicals in your brain as you celebrate all of the wonderful things that you've gotten to experience, that you've accomplished, that you've learned from, and it will probably strike up an amazing conversation with your spouse as well. So that is your intimacy tip for today. I want you to corner your spouse. I want you to find a quiet moment, and I want you to celebrate all of your wins that you've experienced and learned and grown from and had together this year. And if you're still looking for a great gift for your spouse, even just a stocking stuffer, I want you to consider the date night journal, which is 52 weeks of date nights. So in the front of the journal, you're going to get lots of ideas. You're going to brainstorm and make your bucket list. And then each week, you're going to write down jot down a couple things about your weekly date nights. Like, what did you do on your date night? What did you learn new about your spouse? And what do you never want to forget about this date night? So it's such a valuable resource. It's so fun. And it not only that, but will help you as you go through your date night journal to think about the wins that you enjoyed together throughout the year. And if you do this year after year, you're going to have a beautiful documented love story. So if you're interested in picking up a date night journal for your spouse for the holidays, you're just going to go to www.secretsofhappilyeverafter.com/journal, and I will link that for you in the comments. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. And thank you so much for showing up for today's intimacy tip. To learn more ways to deepen your intimacy and strengthen your relationship, make sure you watch this video next